longer on YouTube. Maybe I shouldn't be on all the time. Should I? Because YouTube nearly ruined my life. Where's that mindset going to go in a few years' time in this country? When the powder keg is lit, if it is lit. I mean, we saw in the 70s and 80s where they're blowing up Iraq and Iran. They had no compulsion about going into a church and blowing up a church full of people, did they? Are you going to tell me, will you promise me that won't happen in England? That policy is flawed because you don't know the future trouble it had caused, do you? You might think it's okay if people assimilate, but you can't assimilate millions of people, can you? It's always been, how many immigrants is too many? How many? What's the core issues of this? I think north of England's gone, right? The south of England's not yet. Bradford, Burnley, Blackburn, gone. More or less Bangladesh and Pakistani, aren't they? More or less. And they're not going to assimilate or integrate, are they, ever? I don't know how my country can think this is going to work. British Muslims have a far greater understanding of Islam than any other country in Europe. Do they think of themselves as Islamic or British? Who are they supporting now, today? I don't really know what we can do about it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you think we can do about it, or if it's even possible. But I do know, I want to come to where I was talking about on it, that they went off in the Bangladeshi and gay communities. Remember those nail bombs we used to get, right? Then we got flights hijacked. Murder of MP Joe Cox. That was by a white nationalist. Westminster Bridge attack, Islamic drove a car into pedestrians. Remember that? In 2017 for loss of life. Manchester Arena suicide bombings in 2007. Islamic suicide bomber blew himself up. And as people were leaving the Ariana Grande concert, it became the deadliest terror attack in Britain since the 7/7 London bombing. 2017, London Bridge and Borough Market, 3 Islamics drove a van into pedestrians in London Bridge before stabbing people in and around pubs in the nearby market. 2017, Finsbury Park mosque attack, a British man drove a van into Muslim worshippers. There is something the other way. Parsons Green tube attack, the London train was targeted by Ahmad Hussain. 2018, Westminster car attack. Sadiq Kiba rode down pedestrians outside the Palace of Westminster. December 2018, Manchester Station, a Somalian stabbed 3 in a knife attack. 2020, Whitmore prison stabbings, Muslim convert from Camberwell stabbed prison officers and several others. 2020, Stephen stabbings, or blow up a station, or drive a car into Westminster, or any of those things they used to do ad infinitum. No, stopped. Why are the extremists being so quiet? Or a Black Lives Matter supporter? or sneer every major white figure from history, from Churchill down. I don't know. Oh, I know we did wrong when we colonized the world. Why is Africa so poor? It's not to do with colonialism. They're poor because Africa is riddled with corruption. You give them money, they don't give it to the poor. They don't. They just rifle it. Don't you know about corruption in these countries? It's unbelievable. I've got friends that have worked in these countries, and you have to bribe an official just to have a phone put in your office. The whole thing's corrupt. There are too many children. The birth rate in the third world is 3 times what it is in the Western world. So they're going to replicate and assimilate and double in numbers in our countries. Before we know it, we'll be outnumbered, educated. They are hundreds of years behind you, Swedish people, mentally and developing wise as a culture. They're hundreds of years behind Sweden. And you can't get them to take up your culture. They consider us, the West, degenerate. They think we're infidels and like really bad people. Modern secular European nations have lost their empires. At the same time, they're losing their religion. I only see Christianity in movies now. It's a powder keg, isn't it? Really is a powder keg. Right, so I'm going to leave it there. I will be, my next show will be Patreon only. So if you can join Patreon, it'd be really nice if you do. And I'll talk to you there about a woman called Nicole Kessinger in my next show. Armchair Detective. I like it. I like it here. I like it here on Rumble. I really do. I hope you're getting on well with it now, because we haven't got the trolls. We really haven't. There's no trolls on this channel. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if any of you knew about the TikToker that killed himself, but I don't like to read about it because I was in a similar position myself. If I was a weaker man, that's why you don't see much of me this week. Okay, I'll leave it there. Marvelous. Thanks for talking to me tonight and watching me. I'll see you soon in Patreon, probably tomorrow night, about Nicole Kessinger. Thanks for supporting the Armchair Detective. And think about what I said. Good night.